Okay, so my name's Aaron Morrison. I'm the Director of Channel Sales here at Puppet Labs. I've been here a total of 5 months now. It's been a wild ride. I joined the same day as Tami, and together we're partners in crime in helping to build out a true channel partner program with all the enablement tools to help you be successful. We had a very ad hoc kind of partner with you, kind of do this, kind of do that, no real commitments, no real benefits before. That's all changed. So we're going to walk you through the programs today, show you what's changed, what we're working towards, and how we intend to partner with you in the coming year. So our crew is Scott Campbell. Scott Campbell was going to introduce us today, but I'm going to use this opportunity to throw him under the bus since he didn't do that, Scott, because maybe we'll see this later. He didn't quite make it. He's got another commitment, apparently. So, and then myself and then Tami. I'm going to skip over that. And let's talk about why you want to partner with Puppet. So first and foremost, we're the leader in IT automation. We're leading the charge up the hill of this thing called IT automation, right? Slice and dice it however you want to. We are the market share leader. We have the most funding. We have the most people, the most inertia, and the most downloads out there. So you can cut it any way you want. We're the leader. So partnering with the leader is going to help you out, right? If you think this thing called IT automation is going to grow, you want to build a practice offering around it, it's best that you partner with the leader, and that's us. So one reason we are the leader is we have strong industry backing, right? So we've got a lot of integrations and a lot of partnerships with the key vendors that you are probably partnering with today, and those include VMware, EMC, Cisco, and that helps provide entry points for you, right? So we have modules around a lot of those products and key integrations with them. That's going to help you go back into your existing customer base and sell into those existing customers. So if they already have Cisco installed, VMware installed, you can go back in and say, hey, I can help you automate those products. I can help you bring these products together with Puppet and deliver a full solution around IT automation. So, and that leads to services, right? So when you start talking about how you build this IT automation practice, how you can help them become more efficient, the way you do that is with product, but more importantly with services. You know, you're going to have to have a consultative sale. It's going to include other things besides Puppet typically, and we need our partners to package it up, put a nice bow on it, and deliver a lifecycle solution for customers. So we're looking for partners to help us, and we're very committed to doing that. So, and again, kind of summing it up, we want to help you build an IT automation practice offering. We want to help you be that expert and help enable you to build a new revenue stream around it, right? So it's all really around services, product, and enablement, and that's what our programs are. So the goals of the program are to build a legion of IT automation experts throughout the world and happy customers as an end result. And with that, we want you to have healthy margins and drive net new revenue. So what's new? What's changed in the last year is executive sponsorship and investment in the channel. So you have myself, you have Tami, we have other people we'll be bringing on this year to help deliver new programs. We have defined programs with clear benefits. We're going to talk about those next. So we have actual different levels, 3 main levels on the solution provider program. Very clear, very simple. And then we have a partner portal. Partner portal comes on board next week, and that's going to allow you to do things like deal registration, get enablement materials, whether that's sales presentations, sales learning, technical learning, all the things that you would typically have in a partner program with a communication portal designed around partners in mind. And then MDF, market development funds, a very, very key question I get asked by every partner that joins. Well, how are we going to build leads together? How are we going to drive these new customer engagements? How do we get the word out there about Puppet? Well, if we need to spend money to make money, we do that with MDF. And so we will have a defined MDF budget next year. Right now, it's through just kind of ad hoc. We don't have a real defined budget. We have money, but it's not defined just a partner. So next year, that'll be a big shift and allow us to start driving a revenue stream through partners throughout the world. And then new enablement paths. Tami and a lot of the training material that she's coming up with and her crew are coming up with are going to allow you guys to come up to speed, our partners to come up to speed more quickly. Right now, a lot of classroom training. We have a lot of material today that's just not as partner-centric as we like it to be or as virtual as we like it to be. So a lot of times partners don't want to take their key resources out of the field to go send them to a 3-day training when they could be built, right? It's a double whammy. So we know that right now you have to go to training. You have to do that investment, but we realize that in the future, we're going to try and drive that into more virtual learning if we can. So the basic requirements of the program, we have three basic levels: corporate, silver, and gold. So the corporate level is really not one that we're focusing on, right? It's someone that, a software house, a CDW, someone that processes paper for us. But we are focusing on our silver and gold levels in the solution provider program. So very simple program. We're asking you to commit to either 100K or 200K in revenue and a commit to 1 or 2 people that are technically trained. We also want you to commit to doing some marketing with us potentially at the gold level and getting your sales staff trained. And for me, when you're trying to build new revenue, it's about field engagement. It's about the sales teams on the ground in the field, going out together, making sales calls together, learning from one another and how to sell and how they can jointly partner together. So a lot of what we do or what I will build will be based around that, how we enable the field teams to sell together and pull together. Benefits from the levels, you get a partner portal. So we're going to have a partner portal, as I mentioned. You're going to get a website listing depending upon which level you're at. You're going to get some NFR licenses for your lab. We want you to build demos of Puppet for your customers to see in your lab. That's a key thing. You're going to get PuppetConf tickets once you reach your revenue goals. So back to the conference next year. It's in Portland. Partner Advisory Council. We had our first Partner Advisory Council this year on Monday. How many of you attended that, by the way? They're in the room, so I had a few of you. So thank you. Hope you found it informative. And then you're going to get access to MDF in 2015, a partner newsletter, and then I think we have PuppetConf tickets on there twice. We have 1 and 2, so that's a slight error on my part. So any questions there? Okay. Program discounts. So these are the general program discounts that we're giving. So the idea going forward is we're going to give a base discount on product, and then we're going to give you a deal registration discount. So deal registration, what's that do? It helps us track incremental revenue, the revenue that you're actually driving, the value that you're driving as a partner. So we're going to make sure that we track that, we understand what you're bringing to us, and then reward you for that. And in future, these levels could very potentially change. These discounts could change. We're starting relatively small today, and I expect us to see sales incentives and promotions on top of those for our top level partners to drive more margin in the opportunities. So again, the solutions provider program levels kind of in the tiered model as you see here. Here's our beautiful new logos at the bottom. So you can help show your value with these logos, right? So if you're a gold partner and you have service delivery, and Tami's got some logos she'll show you as well, you're going to have those stamps on your website. You're going to be able to tell the customers that you are certified with Puppet. You're an authorized partner. You can help deliver solutions around our products, and they can be confident in that. So deal registration, I always get asked, since we're very keen on deal registration, we're going to drive you to that deal registration portal. What's involved in that? What do you need to do? So here's the requirements. Basic requirements are 50 nodes. You need to do it 30 days before the end of the sale close, so you can't just go ambulance chasing on a new deal. There are exceptions to that rule in every case, but that's the spirit of the idea and our spirit of the program. And then 90 days before the end of the close. That also can be extended, but we want interaction from you. We want to show forward progress in the sales cycle before we're going to extend that. So we haven't been doing this in the past. We're doing it now. We're going to start allowing you to sell more and track more and show your value with deal registration. The portal, just to give you a quick idea what it looks like, it's actually based upon Salesforce communities. So pretty common for a lot of people to use it. Ports into our CRM, Salesforce, and gives us good visibility, allows us to build dashboards, get a lot of metrics. But this is what it looks like. You'll have a little splash page here to your left that says Puppet Labs. You log in, and then you're driven here, and it's going to show you your funnel. And you really can't see this, sorry, it's kind of small, but you have dashboards and a lot of different buttons you can click at the top to get you where you want to go. And then my favorite slide, the new opportunity slide or area, where you put in a new opportunity. That kicks to our sales team. Our sales team approves it, and then it goes back to you, and then we can start talking about building a plan to close that opportunity. And I believe it's time for Tami. Any questions on that portion? No one? Okay. Clicker.
Thank you. So the Service Delivery Partner program is a little bit different. It's really designed to enable and support partners that want to deliver Puppet Enterprise services. And it includes education and best practices for those partners, as well as a certification for their consultants, and then ongoing enablement and support. This program is really designed to expand our customers' access to quality services and to ensure that the level of expertise and experience that they receive from working with one of our partners is equivalent to working with one of our own professional services engineers. And as part of that, we're enabling our partners to get that, provide that level of service through providing best practices and methodologies and sharing that with our partners, and ultimately providing them greater business opportunities as well. Similar to the solution provider program, we do have multiple levels in this program. All new partners for the service delivery partner start at the silver level, which does require 2 certified consultants. And then once you've achieved 2 certified consultants, you are eligible for subcontracting engagements, meaning that Puppet Labs will sell the services to our clients and then potentially subcontract those engagements on to your certified consultants. Additionally, at the silver level, you are eligible to identify yourselves as an authorized service delivery partner with certified consultants. At the gold level, it requires 2 additional certified consultants for a total of 4. And additionally, each of those 4 needs to have completed a minimum of 5 successful subcontracting engagements. This allows us to really establish a history with you and to really have a proven field track record so that we can really stand behind the work that your people do. And therefore, not only are you eligible for subcontracting engagements at this level, Puppet may also refer consulting engagements directly to you in exchange for a small referral fee. Additionally, at the gold level, you're eligible for referral fees if you're referring a customer product lead to us. And so if you're working with one of your clients and you're recommending Puppet Enterprise and you pass that lead on to us and we close that lead, you get a referral fee as part of that program. So a little bit on the requirements of this program. This does require an application. We do kind of carefully consider who we allow into the program. We really want to make sure that the service business model that you have, your capacity, and the skills of your consultants match with the goals of the program and our customers' needs. So we do kind of go through that process. Once we've been accepted, we would execute a Puppet Labs subcontracting agreement and then start the process for certifying your consultants. There is a program fee for both silver and gold level partners of $4,000 per consultant. And that's really to cover the enablement and assessment costs associated with that consultant. Here's an overview of kind of what that consultant certification process looks like. A prerequisite is that the consultant has achieved Puppet Professional certification. So they've taken our industry standard certification exam. This really ensures that they have kind of that existing base level of knowledge and expertise related to Puppet that we would expect. We then build on that through the rest of the certification process. The first step, though, is really an assessment. So beyond the certification exam, we do a more one-on-one assessment of the consultant, which involves both a technical exercise and some interviews. The technical exercise is a short kind of scenario where they do some code and answer a few questions so that we can get some insight into their actual work and coding abilities and things like that. They submit that along with a bio or resume, and then we interview them. And there's usually 2 interviews, one of which focuses mostly on their Puppet knowledge and expertise, and then the other which focuses more on their knowledge and experience with the surrounding infrastructure and environment, technology environment. From there, the results of the assessment allow us to then really provide a customized learning journey for that particular consultant. We really want to take into consideration their previous work history, experience, and any internal training you've already done with them. We know that many of you invest a lot in getting your consultants already up to speed, and so we don't want to assume that everyone needs the same things in order to be ready to do consulting for us. And so as a result, the enablement phase is customized based on the results of that assessment. At a minimum, the consultant would need to attend some best practice sessions, and that's really teaching some of our methodologies and field best practices to those consultants. And those are usually about a half-day remote session, and there's usually 1 or 2 of those. Additionally, if the assessment dictates that it's required, they may need to attend additional training, such as Puppet Practitioner or other courses, or they may also need to do what we consider skill builder exercises, which are based on some customer scenarios and allow them to kind of practice what they've learned in a kind of a safe environment, obviously, to build up their skills so that they're ready to go into the field. The last real phase of the certification process is then a joint engagement between the partner consultant and a Puppet Labs professional services engineer. We jointly do usually a 1 to 2 week engagement in which both consultants are working with the client. It allows the partner consultant to observe the Puppet Labs professional services engineer and use it as a way to see how we really do an engagement, learn from them, ask questions, that type of thing. Additionally, it allows the professional services engineer to observe them in an actual client environment and see how they perform there. At that point, assuming a successful shadow occurs, the consultant is then certified and eligible to begin subcontracting. This is an overview of the benefits of the program. There's a number of benefits. One of the key benefits of this program is really being able to identify yourselves as an authorized service delivery partner with Puppet certified consultants. This is the only way that you can achieve that specific certification from us is through this program. Additionally, there's a number of revenue opportunities obviously associated with this program. You're able to do subcontracting and earn additional revenue streams that way. We may be referring consulting engagements to you, and then there's the referral fees for product referrals. The other benefits are really all around enabling you to be successful. Access to our best practices and methodology, ongoing access to our customer support, and ongoing enablement and support throughout the program as we release new releases, we develop new best practices. All of that will be, we'll be enabling you and providing access to that information ongoing. So that's it on the Service Delivery Partner Program. I'm going to move on to the Authorized Training Partner Program, which is another program that I'm responsible for. This program is a little bit different. It's really designed for international partners who want to provide Puppet Labs classroom-based instructor-led training in their region. And we do offer 3 instructor-led courses, Puppet Fundamentals, Puppet Practitioner, both of which are 3 days, and Puppet Architect, which is a 2-day course. And this program includes Train the Trainer program, as well as Instructor Certification, and then access to Puppet Labs developed course materials for both the student and the instructor. The goals of this program is really to provide access to Puppet Labs training to users throughout the world, and within their local region and in their local language as appropriate. So, one of the goals of this program is to make sure that our partners, that our training partners are enabled to successfully deliver those courses, and that the quality of the training is consistent throughout the world. Wherever you go to a Puppet Labs course, you get a great education in Puppet. Additionally, this obviously provides additional revenue streams to our international partners, and many of them also are solution provider partners or service delivery partners. So it makes a great kind of full circle. The requirements for this program, similar to the Service Delivery Partner Program, does require that you submit an application. And with that application, we evaluate a number of things: your training abilities, the region that you're interested in delivering training, language, as well as your existing Puppet knowledge, those type of things. And we take that into consideration along with the goals of the program and the needs of the region. We obviously don't want to bring on lots of training partners in a small region, so we kind of balance that out. Assuming your application is accepted, then again, we would execute a training partner agreement and need to certify an instructor. The instructor certification process is a course-by-course certification, meaning that they need to get certified for each course that you want to deliver as an authorized training partner. In each case, they would attend the course, and attend the course by a Puppet Labs instructor. So really the intention of this is to be able to see the course as it was intended to be taught and experience it as a student, learn the course material and the course flow, and then so that you become familiar and be able to teach it. Additionally, instructors do need to be Puppet Professional Certified. That is a one-time thing. You don't have to do that every time you take the course for each course, but that's again to really ensure that all of our instructors have the knowledge and experience related to Puppet that we would expect an instructor teaching others would have. And then we also require a train the trainer session, which is again with a Puppet Labs instructor to learn about how to teach the course. And that's a specific session around things like the course flow, the timing of the class, the setup, other things like that in order to really be able to train it effectively. Some of the benefits of the Authorized Training Partner Program. Again, you're able to recognize yourself as a Puppet Labs Authorized Training Partner with Puppet Certified instructors. And this is a great revenue stream. The way this works actually is the partner is allowed to set the price of the course, and they pay a percentage royalty to Puppet Labs for each student that attends. So great revenue stream. Additionally, it allows a supplemental sale if the partner is already selling Puppet Enterprise. It gives them something else to talk to the customer about. It also can be a lead generator if you're trying to sell Puppet Enterprise. Often people that come to training later purchase Puppet Enterprise. So that's another way that those are complementary. And of course, you get access to Puppet Labs course materials. We have a pretty robust training department that, with a number of courseware developers. And we spend a lot of time making sure our materials are quality materials, updating them on a frequent basis. And so you get access not only to the student materials, but to instructor materials as well. And then we do post the partner classes on puppetlabs.com, just like our own training courses. So when a customer is looking for training, they can see the partner class just next to a Puppet Labs course. So they can find training in their region. You don't have to know to go find the partner in Spain. It's all there and easily accessible. One slide that's not here? Okay. So here's what to do if you're interested in becoming a Puppet Labs partner. We do have program overviews that are available on our website. So check out puppetlabs.com/partners. We have a new revised web page if you haven't been there. And additionally, there are links to our application forms there. And that would start the process. You can also use the email addresses here for any questions or grab one of us after the program.
Am I mic'd up? Okay, I'm good. Thanks, Tami. So now that you've seen a little bit about the programs, what we're doing, how many of you would say that you would be interested in the service delivery program or identify yourself with that? And how many service delivery? So solution provider?
Which one?
Service delivery, authorized training.
Pretty even mix.
Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so thanks for coming today. Just in summary, why do you want to partner with us? Again, we're the leader in IT automation. We want to help drive that message to you and help you deliver it to your customers. We're committed to make you successful. Tami and I are here. We're want to hear your questions, want to know what it's going to take. If we're not doing something right, let us know. We'll change. We'll get better as we move forward. And we have the new programs and people to help deliver on that. And how many of you went to the partner party we had last night at the press club? Anyone? Anyone? Couple? It was pretty nice, right? Not bad? No? It's a good party. It seemed to, it was supposed to end at 10, it ended at 12, so it kept going and going and going. So people seemed to have a really good time. I know I had a good time, maybe too good of a time. And next year, this shindig we have is going to be in Portland. And we're going to have a lot more partners, we expect. And it's going to be a fantastic party, so and a fantastic venue to have it. So, and we'll sure to make a point to knock your socks off when you come. So, thanks for coming. If you have questions, let let you know. Anybody have questions right now they'd like to ask? Anyone? No one? Well, if you're too shy, you want to come up afterwards, ask us one-on-one, be happy to do that. Thanks for your time today, and I think we're finishing early. So, thank you.
Agility, speed, flexibility are all necessities, particularly in your data center. VMware Cloud Automation. Increase IT agility, improve IT control, reduce IT costs. Because only the most nimble survive.